respect and honor that this event today is taking place on the unceded and shared land of the Squamish Nation and the Lil'wat Nation. The word unceded is important in this acknowledgement. We would also like to acknowledge that the land Fairy Creek resides on is the unceded land of the Pacheedaht Nation and the Dididaht Nation. Land acknowledgements have the power to recognize truth and open the door for possibility and change. This land acknowledgement is the first step in honoring the original occupants of this space today, but it is also a first step. We recognize that ecological destruction of this land is colonial violence and a byproduct of white supremacy and global capitalism.
John Horgan's NDP government has made an election promise to uphold and implement the 14 recommendations issued by the BC Strategic Old Growth Review Panel. None of these have been upheld. Pressuring the government and corporations to make change is not an easy task. But if a dying planet isn't motivation, I don't know what is. Just over the last few months, we've seen the consequences of climate change all around us. Lytton burst into flames and decimated the town in 30 minutes. It was also the hottest place on Earth. The hottest place on Earth, think about that for a second.
The last time I went, I decided to chain myself into a trench for 55 hours. And the only reason I was able to do that is because there were so many supportive people around me. Number one, they were singing songs the whole time, even though the police separated us away from them. And then the police tried to cut off our food and water supply. And so they decided to sing songs about how the police should give us food and water. And they fought for us, and they made sure that they were able to give us food and water. And it's hard to just describe, but when you go there, you'll feel how loving and how dedicated people are to this movement.
There is an ancient wisdom and medicine found in forests. They are doing us a huge favor, a natural service that we are only beginning to understand and appreciate and put value to.
What does right relationship with the forest look like today? I can't answer that definitively, but I can tell you that it doesn't look like clear cutting, it doesn't look like spraying Roundup and planting fir monocultures, and it doesn't look like destroying the last remaining ancient forests. I cried because these forests are older than Western civilization. I cried because when you clear cut old growth forest, you're not just killing trees, you're killing an entire ecosystem from the ground up. And you're killing our human communities too, by removing our best defenses against wildfire, drying out our water sources, exposing us to landslides, and releasing sequestered carbon.
We need to be talking a lot more about doing politics from a place of love and a place of joy rather than fear and economic extraction. We have to change the way we see ourselves on this earth and how to tread more lightly.
Back in May, I locked myself into the ground to stop industry from clear-cutting old growth in Fairy Creek. I was jackhammered and dug out, which to some might seem terrifying. To me, it was one of the most empowering moments of my life, to know that we were the last line of defense against a corrupt and unjust system that failed to protect these ancient forests. Before I was extracted, a reporter asked me, "What would you say to the people who think this is extreme?" My reply was, "If you saw the devastation above us with the clear cuts throughout the hillside, you wouldn't think this was extreme. This is exactly the right response."
We can bypass the legislatures who have failed at their job because there's 92% of people who believe that old growth is too valuable to be cut down. It's worth way more in the ground. Who knows how long this is going to go on, but it's working. That's the point. This movement keeps growing, and the energy is only building. And
'cause we are the people, this is our planet, and we are here to take a last stand because we can. Yeah, we can, because we can. Yeah, we are the people, this is our planet, and we are here to take a last stand because we can. Yeah, we can, because we can. So listen to the tall, tall trees. Oh, listen to the tall, tall trees. Listen to the tall, tall trees before they fall. to their knees. Yeah, listen to the tall, tall trees. Oh, listen to the tall, tall trees. Listen to the tall, tall trees before they fall to their knees. 'Cause we are the people, this is our planet, and we are here to take a last stand because we can. Oh, we can, because we can.